Well, here we are again discussing the carry of a 1911. Too many of you are asking so many questions about the 1911 and why, how it's so crazy to carry a actual round in the chamber when you're open carrying, or carrying in general. First of all, let me whip out the pistol for this one, since it's a little too complicated for some of you to understand when it's all dummied up. Okay, this is your pistol, alright? You've got it in your holster. For whatever reason, you feel like your life is in danger and it is time to draw your firearm and pull the trigger. It's come down to it. You pull your weapon. Well, you don't have one in the chamber, so here's what you're going to have to do. Now you're ready to fire. Okay? Hell, let's speed that up. I mean, you're still... That's an extra move. That's an extra hand. What if I don't have this hand? What if I've got my child in my hand? Okay, maybe that's the biggest concern. If somebody's trying to rob me and I've got my child with me. I mean, whatever the case may be, your extra hand, you're using extra work to basically put a round in the chamber. If you go ahead and it's cocked, round in the chamber, safety's on. There are several safety features. The beaver tail right there means that your palm or your hand must be up against it to disengage one of the safeties. Even then, the trigger will still not pull. So even then, you've got extra safety. The trigger won't pull in your holster with that round in the chamber, because you've got to have this engaged and the safety off. Okay? Then you can pull the trigger. Now let's do that both ways. We'll do it again so you can see this both ways. Drawing, chamber, fire. Alright. Now tell me how much quicker that is, how much more effective it is, and how much easier it is without having to use this other hand. Okay? With a simple draw. Disengage the safety, line up your sight, pull the trigger. I mean, it doesn't get more simple than that. The 1911 has more than enough safety features in it to make sure that, I mean, with any firearm, you're always going to have the risk of accidental discharge. That's where proper safety training comes into place, okay? But there is no reason to not carry a 1911 without a round in the chamber, alright? It's the safest way to carry a 1911. Even though the hammer's back, this trigger will not pull. Unless, not only this, but also that is disengaged. You're activating two separate safety features simply by grabbing your firearm, flick down to the wrist, line up your sights, pull the trigger. It's that simple. Or if you don't have your other hand, it's as simple as drawing, dropping the slide safety, and pulling the trigger. Compared to pulling it out, whacking around, then lining up your sight. Be reasonable, people. Be serious here. If you're not carrying a firearm for, if you're carrying a firearm for self-defense, you want the best tactical advantage you can have. And having a round in the chamber is the best way to do it. If you're not carrying a round in the chamber, you're just asking to get shot, stabbed, whatever the case may be for your particular situation. I prefer a 1911 because of the safety features. It's a great gun. I like the design. It's perfect. And when you send 3 .45 caliber slugs into somebody's center mass, it's the end of the game. Alright? Carry around in the chamber. Save your life one day.